Welcome to the Pretty Red ENT Show. It's your girl, guys, Nikita, aka Pretty Red ENT. And if nobody told you they loved you today, just know that, guys, Nikita, she loves you today, and I'm sending so much love and light out into everything that exists in this planet, this universe, this reality. Okay. I mean, y'all know I'm funny. Some days I am. I should be a comedian. Okay, like there's one thing that I'm good at. Sometimes it is kind of telling jokes, but you know. So how you guys been doing this eclipse season? Man, some people got a window when it comes to like romance that's open up. Like, ooh, y'all going through like a little relationship thing, trying to sort out where you want to be in relationships, how you want to get there, and different stuff like that. Well, I am here to tell y'all, man, because it's kind of tough, but then it's not tough, but then it is. You feel me? But for the most part, I am really enjoying this life, this universe, and this eclipse. I was outside during the midst of the eclipse, like really outside, feeling all the wind came through once the ring of fire went around there. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know that there was like literally no sun shining in, but it wasn't. But it was like a weird moment. I don't even know how to put it. It was just like, I kind of like went to a different universe at that time. It's like it was cold and then it got hot all of a sudden. I'm like, okay, so it must be going away. But anyways, guys, I'm going to do like a little energy update. I'm going to try to start doing those like on a particular day. I'm going to have to figure out which day I want to do like my energy updates on and like update y'all with the planets and what's going on, what's happening. But I kind of want to talk about something today because I literally was talking to this about a person, and I'm trying to like me, myself, and I. I'm a person like I really be paying attention, and people don't understand what that is. That's like spiritually, I'm paying attention, physically, mentally, all of that. On every level of where my body exists, I am paying attention. Don't you ever in life, I can be the center of attention and still paying attention. I don't know how to explain it, but I do what I do when I do it. Okay. But I am always paying attention. And so I noticed like if something is like off, and it's usually only off when I'm talking to like a particular person, I'm literally like, okay, you know what? Something's wrong. Something is totally off. Like, I don't know what's off, but this person's energy is just messed up. And then like what like the universe got me in this form, in this body right now, like, and building me up. I'm like, hold on. What's up? Baby, you can't even come close to me right now. So what do you need? From a distance. I'm hollering this out from a distance. And it's like some people like back in the day, I don't know how to explain it. It was like, I can feel them that come up a little bit closer, but now it's like my energy is like really loud to the point where it's like you might be like 7 states over, or you might be a country over. And I'm hollering and you can hear me, but I can't hear you. And it's like, what do you want and what do you need? You're not even coming close to me. Whatever little negative energy you got, it is over there where you are at. So I want to tell people like, you know, like sometimes you got to build yourself up to the point where they're not even allowed to even come even near your energy field. They're just on a whole different platform is what I want to say. Like a whole continent. They're on a whole continent. That's not even on the continent that you on. You're like, hello, what's up? Like they didn't even come even close to the water that's separating y'all too. You're just hollering and they can't even holler back. So it's like people will play with you and taunt you and do different things. And it's like, hold on, like, what are you doing? I'm one of them people like, yeah, me and you got to sit apart. And I'm going to let you sit over there on your island. I'm going to sit in my island and you're going to figure out what's really going on because I don't play games. You can play games with whoever you want to play with, but I'm not about to play games with you. And that's one thing I just don't do. I just don't sit up there and I don't boast about it either. Like, hey, like this and that. Cause I don't even play games like that. People who know me know I don't play like that. I don't play all the time. Some days I'm funny, some days I ain't. Some days I ain't. But for the most part, I don't play games like that at all. Like, so now, like maybe like a few months ago, maybe I used to just like not say nothing. But now, I'm in my villain there, so y'all gotta accept that. But I was literally listening to a podcast on TikTok. This dude posted a clip of it. He said, you know what? People wouldn't even play with you if you would have checked it the first time. And he right, because sometimes like good people and people who have mastered their dark body, we typically try to, even like back in the day, like when I used to be ruthless, like I used to like let a person think they got over, like I was going to get my lick back regardless. But like sometimes I wouldn't even say nothing because it didn't make no merit to say something, but it was more like I went into action. Without saying nothing, I was an action person. Like I'm not even finna tell you that you did something wrong. You finna know by my actions. Skip the small talk. I was a whole, like back in the day, I used to be no talking, all action. Like straight, complete action. Somebody's talking about me right now at this moment. So I used to be like, all right, cool. So next thing I know is he said, but if you was to check the action and the disrespect the very first time, they would have never tried you. They wouldn't try you no more after that day. And he was 100% correct. Because some of the times, like if I look back into like conversations of how people play me, if I would have said something the first time, like, hey, when they first did it, like at that very precise moment, not waiting until later when they by themselves, but like checking them right there in the middle of the scene. Yeah, they probably wouldn't even did that. Cause I'm more like, if you did something to me and you my friend, I won't do it I won't talk to you about what you did in front of somebody else. I'm more of a, you know what, let me holler at you behind the scenes. Like, because I'm more personal with my friends. Like, yeah, you might have did some foul stuff in front of whoever. I'm not going to return that same energy in that same room. I'm going to just wait until check you later so that way it's personal. And I'm still kind of like that, but now I'm more like right then and there, don't play with me. And it's like, I don't know if y'all been paying attention to the news and stuff and like things that's going on, especially with like black women. I don't know if somebody need to look up this angel number 227, but look it up. But our ancestors really been making us like go full throttle. And I'm talking about like some people are not used to like black women speaking up, because we always speak up, but now it's like a whole collective. Like we all going in and there ain't no stopping us. And it's like we coming with like force. And to me, that's like the ancestors is blessing us to like really like stop playing with us. We're not playing with y'all today. We're not playing with y'all yesterday. We weren't playing moving forward. And it's like, they've been having, like, my people's been like, I need you to speak up now. Say something now. Like, now. Right now. Like, super right now. Like, I ain't even playing right now. My granny be like, why you ain't say that? Like, okay, you know what? You ain't even gonna talk to me like that. But, all jokes aside, guys, for real, like really speaking up and being real genuine about it. And what I've been articulating myself about is like really speaking up and articulating a correct way. Like I don't have to be nasty because you being nasty, but you gonna know I'm being for real. Stop playing with me. I'm gonna call it a shoe, and I'm not gonna do the in between. It's gonna be like, okay, stop playing with me. Like literally, I was having a conversation the other day, and where I moved to, it's like people are borderline racist and they don't understand how racist they are. Or maybe they don't feel like they are racist, but not acknowledging that a black person is telling you this is a racist act. That means that you are racist. Okay. Ethically speaking, guys, not like, hey, when black people actually say in reality, when we say like, hey, you racist, like black people can't be racist. Ethically speaking, we can't be, because racist is not made for black people to be racist against any other culture, color. It's really not. You got to look it up. Like it blew my mind once I did ethics class and I wrote a paper about like discrimination and racism, and I like backed it up with like all the stuff like we had in the book. And I was like, I'm really shocked, because I used to call some black people racist, but technically when this black dude checked me, said, I can't be racist. he was actually right. And I never knew what he meant until I actually did the research myself. So I'm telling y'all, go do the research. So anyways, I'm sitting up here. We're all having a conversation. First of all, I'm being policed and I'm like, okay, here we go. I got to watch how I talk. If I say anything too much, or if I question, or if I have questions, going to seem like I might be attacking this woman or this, and that. Well, first of all, they teach you in college that if you don't know something, to ask a question. Don't they teach you that in elementary? If you don't know the answer or you need to figure out the equation to a problem, you're supposed to raise your hand and ask a question. So anybody who feels like you're attacking them because you're asking them questions means that they are insinuating something different. Now, bam. The problem with this conversation that we're having, guys, this is the real problem, is that there's a whole lady sitting across from me making faces the whole time we're talking. Like, it is not even that her faces are like, one time it's a smile, next minute it's not. And I'm not paying attention I'm just noticing, like, okay, I'm noticing everybody's face. Everybody's face, all their facial expressions are changing constantly. But what's wrong with mine? I'm the only black person in this room. So I'm going to assume that you have a problem with me. So a lady told me I was attacking her, guys. And I said, well, what do you mean by that? You know me, your words might be something different. So let me make sure that you break it down so that way I can understand what you are saying. You're attacking me because, like, when I'm telling you information, you're smiling. What am I supposed to do? Not smile? What are you talking about? That's racist. Okay, first of all, I don't know. I grew up in a household, like, whether my mom was chastising me, whether it was something I did wrong or not. Like, my mom always gave it to me with love. So I'm confused. Like, you must then grow up with love to not know that people smile. I'm a natural person. I naturally smile all the time. Like, it's really weird because when I be doing like my little, projects in class, like, and it's like a conversation that we're having, I'm always smiling and people be like, I love your videos. I'd be like, why? They be like, cause you just be smiling the whole time. I'm like, what are we not supposed to do? Not smile? I'm sorry. I'm not that person. I just can't not smile. I love smiling. That's just me. You either go, what my guy Wayne say? He said, "Cause you gonna love me or hate me. I swear it won't make me or break me. And I'll be gone wherever the money takes me." Okay, like, period. And this is like a real situation with real life and real time with people. People don't understand that, like, when it's all coming down to the forefront of things, it's like, I can't tone my conversation down and tone me down for another person. Like, God, my angels, my ancestors, everybody working with me, like, don't turn you down. We didn't ask for you to be turned down. You was already turned down. Your fire was already down a little bit. Turn up. There's no reason for you not to be loud. There's no reason for you not to be seen. There's no reason for you not to ask a question. You're asking the question because maybe you might not know. You want to look for the answers. Because maybe she didn't give you those answers. And the reason why she didn't give you those answers is because she was wrong. So it's like, I don't care who's right or wrong. I still want to know these answers. So it was so crazy that I knew in that moment when she said what she said, I couldn't really respond back the way I wanted to respond back. Because what I said to her was, I said, well, my face is not on display. It's not. My facial expressions is not supposed to be on display right now. What we're talking about is a whole different subject, and this is what's on display about what happened. I currently wasn't here for this action, so I'm just trying to ask what happened in this action. But instead, you're worried about my facial expression. That's something that you're not supposed to be worried about. Well, that means, are you reading me? Because, honey, my spiritual law is for myself. You cannot read me not unless you ask. That's the number one rule with anybody connected to me or whatever. You can't read somebody not unless you ask them. Ask. And here you go, sitting up here reading me, and then you're not even reading right. So then what's really wrong? Like, okay. I ain't tolerating that. But then I started to talk. So then I went and met up with a different lady. Sweetest lady. I promise you, like, she kind of felt where I was coming from, like as a mom, but as like a woman, I talked to her. She kind of felt where I was coming from. And I was like, I kind of really respected her because she actually felt where I was coming. She looked like, hold on, something wrong. And then I think like everybody in the room was looking like, she's like, well, we have a problem, a communication problem. I'm like, what? I'm like, girl, I just seen you last week and you gave me a hug and told me you love me. What? If you was a problem, you wouldn't even spoke. But now today in this classroom, we got a problem. So I'm really confused. Like, I'm not even confused. I'm not going to take that back because I wasn't confused. But you know how some white people, they don't never like to admit when they wrong. So it's like, what? Like, I don't care if you white or black. Just admit you wrong. Like, we grown. I'm 36 years old. I admit when I'm wrong. And if I'm dead wrong, I apologize for it. If you tell me like, hey, this is what you did, chip, and it hurt your feelings, guess what I'm going to do? Apologize. Like, if I felt like it was meant to be, and I'm like, hey, but if I was telling you the truth and you might thought like, okay, maybe you came off a little harsh. I'd be like, you know what? I apologize for maybe you accepting it as a harsh thing, but I didn't mean it with no harsh. I meant it with all love. I would never apologize for something that I know is real. And I think some people be upset about that. Like, no, I mean, am I feeling there? First of all, I'm not apologizing for something that, one, I know is wrong. Two, this is how you made me feel. And people be like, oh, no. Learn how to communicate. Like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Whether you right or wrong, right now, you just mad because the points that I said, like, it didn't make no sense. And I'm just trying to bring to the light, like, what happened? So that way I can know and I can move forward in whatever the situation is going on. But yet, here you go, disputing what you did wrong instead of actually, you know what? Maybe I was having a bad day. And I would have accepted that. And I tell people this. One thing I will say this. One thing I love about racist white people, okay? And this ain't no disrespect because I done dealt with a few racist white people that's no longer racist. But here's the one thing I respect about them. And people don't understand. I'm 16. Man, I was 9 years old. With white people telling me, I hate you because you're black. I don't even want to talk to you. I'm mad that you have to be in a class with me. I can respect that white person than a person hiding their racism. Like, I respect people that keep it real. I really don't want to talk to you. I'm upset because right now we got to have this conversation. You black. What? I respect that. Sexy Red even said, she said, I respect a guy. She didn't say a guy. She did say a nigga. She's like, I respect a nigga that if no matter what is going on, he telling me the truth. Like, even if it hurts my feelings, he still tell me the truth. I can respect that, and I will still mess with you because you told me the truth. You allowed me to, and now this is really break this down into like technical terms and terms for everybody to understand whatever race you are or whatever species you are. Basically, what Sexy Red is saying, I don't care who you are, what you're doing, as long as you keep it real with me, as long as you're telling the truth and you're not holding this truth from me. So if I'm dealing with a guy, or some people deal with women, women, whatever, man, whatever, like woman, man, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Alien, species, whatever. It ain't got nothing to do with me. All the remixes, okay? What you're saying is like, as long as you tell me the truth, I don't care. Like, yes, you could cheat on me, but you're giving me the opportunity to say, look, I stepped out on this relationship. What do you want to do about it? Like, I'm sorry this happened, but I got this girl number, blah, 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 or I got this man number, and this is what we doing. We're talking right now, and this is what it is. You can never be mad at somebody who keep it real. And most people don't understand that. Like, hey, a lot of people used to talk about me and my best friend. I'm like, I mess with him, and I'm going to tell y'all why I mess with him. I messed with him for so long, and he held like this standard with me. And like, I wasn't having sex with nobody else but him when he was alive. So the whole thing is, when I'm dealing with him, and when I like really started dealing with him, I respected him. Even though he had like multiple females, he never lied about it. He gave me an opportunity to say whether or not I wanted to be a part of this. Some people there keep lying. And that's the same thing with every situation. It's like, hey, if you can apologize for what you did wrong, or you admit, like, you know what, maybe I was having a bad day and I just took it out. I try to take it out on you. I'd be like, okay, fine. I understand that. Like, next time don't do that. Second of all, I would have said my 1-2 step, but that's just me stating my 1-2 step. That doesn't mean like, hey, I want you to do this to me all the time. What it's stating is that I understand why you did it. I just want to know the why. That's it. Like most people, they want to know the why, but a lot of people don't know how to communicate healthy. And so I'm that person, hey, I communicate healthy. I do not care. Okay. No, ma'am. No, sir. No, ma'am. No, sir. Like, and it doesn't matter to me. The only thing I want to say is like, guys, like y'all really have to be tapped in with y'all communication. And it's like, prime example. I told this young man, like, a while ago, like a minute ago, like, dude, I don't want to talk to you because you don't know what you want. You don't want any woman. But you're willing to lay down with multiple women at one time. No, I'm not like that. Like, yes, you are. Okay, there's proof that you do. Okay. The whole thing is that you're not valuing yourself as a man. So to me, I would never be able to date you or be with you because you don't value you. Like, hey, man, if I was to tell you right now to strip down and get naked, would you strip down and get naked? Like a lot of men would. You feel me? Like, hey, Vito said like, what's the song called? I think it's called like, it ain't free. It's DAF or DOB. Something about some like, where he say like, this thing ain't free. And he was talking about in the song, he was like, yeah, because I'm the type of guy that'll make you wait for it. Like you might want it, but I'm going to make you wait for it because you got to work for me just as much as I got to work for you. So if that's the case, then that's the case. But as a woman that's trying to date a man or wants to be with a man, to me, like I don't like no guy who you just... Yes, I know I'm attractive. I'm not saying that I'm not attractive, but at the same time, if you're just really adamant about entering my body, I'm going to assume that you're this adamant with entering any woman's body. And people are like, well, you're really sexy. I know that. That's not the point. Like, if you can resist me and be like, oh, that's fine. I'm happy. I'm cool with that. Okay. Like, round of applause. The problem, 669, somebody look up the angel number. The problem with this is basically, I guess what I want to say really is, the problem with this really is that people really take something totally different and blow it up out of proportion. And it's like, listen, I'm a woman, I'm somebody's wife. Like, no lie. You are a man who don't really want to be kept. Are you a man that's really hurt? So you really shouldn't even be trying to date me because I'm ready for the end goal. Like, I'm ready to be somebody's wife. Like, we chilling, making this money, you know what I'm saying, doing our thing. But you're not. So you really shouldn't even be dating someone like me. Granted, I can bring love and light into your life and help you heal, but that's technically, if I got to help you heal, baby, I'm not going to be with you. No. Okay? No. For all my spiritual girlies, my religion girlies who already healed, like, no. Are my healed men? No, do not accept nobody who you have to constantly keep healing. Like, are you serious? Your conversation, the way you answer questions is not even healed. Like, literally, let me give y'all an example. Because this is what people don't really understand of what we're talking about. So I got to give y'all an example because y'all know we're going to give examples like this, okay? So it could be like this, guys. Like, okay. Prime example, I might tell a guy, like, you know what? I don't... Like you look at me and all you see is a sex figure. You're talking about my body, this and that. I might say to you, like, I don't think that you take any woman serious. Or I don't see that you want anything serious. And then a hurt response, a non-heal response is this. I just want to be with someone who I can be comfortable with. But you talking to me. So that means you're not comfortable with me. I didn't listen. And y'all might don't like Sprinkle Lady. Shout out to her. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Go look her up on TikTok, Facebook. She on there, and Instagram. Sprinkle. She like Sprinkle. One thing about Sprinkle Lady that I really love, that I heard a quote about her, right? And she's like, a lot of guys be like, oh, I want to build with you. Like, I'm not Bobby the Builder. I'm not made to do hard labor. Okay, like I'm here to be soft. I'll decorate your house for you. Whatever you want me to do that's soft, I would do that. But as far as hard manual labor, I'm not gonna do that. And I felt her on that. But the one thing that she said that kind of relates to this is it's a hurt response. How that young man answered is a hurt response. I didn't hurt you. I didn't build those walls, so I ain't tearing them down. I literally talked to a guy who said, I kid y'all not. I said, man, you got too many walls built up. He was like, and you gonna have to take them down. I said, I ain't taking nothing down because I ain't build them. You feel me? I've been like this since I was like, 18 years old. I said, bro, I ain't got no wall up. If you come over here, just know I got an AK and a shotty, whatever you got that you really willing to go from, and you want to climb there and try me, just know I'm willing to clap back. And this ain't speaking for real, guys, because a lot of people be like, oh, she's talking for real. I'm talking metaphorically. Like when people be building up walls around their heart, around like letting someone in. This is what I'm talking about. I didn't have a wall up. I had an access like, hey, you want to come on over here? I had a fence at first, okay? Then I went to an invisible fence. And then I was just like, man, F this fence. They think they finna come over here and play games with me. Let them try me. Try me. A body. And I ain't playing with body. Okay. Shout out to Dej Love, okay? But no, it's a hurt response. And a lot of people, they answer from this hurt response. Now, another thing that a lot of guys, they do sometimes date out a lead. And this is what I mean. You will go for alpha, knowing that you're not alpha. Now, there is a such thing as alpha woman. Alpha woman, she got everything that she need, which most black women are alpha. Stop playing with us, okay? Most black women are alpha. Okay, yes, we are independent. Even if they got kids, they doing it all themselves. Okay, they are alpha. Like they go to work every day. They do what they got to do. That's considered alpha woman. So now what alpha woman needs is an alpha man. Okay, like I'm not accepting no nigga, no little boy, no player, none of that. You either gonna come be alpha or you not. Because a lot of people don't understand, like, yeah, my best friend was Captain King player, okay? But I ain't have to pay for a single dime in front of this man. I ain't have to breathe. If I even breathed wrong, it was like, what's wrong? You all right? I don't deal with men who don't step in. Like, what? No, I always take care of me. Like, what are you talking about? Like, maybe sometimes I want you to speak up. Like, but alpha man knows how to make alpha woman submit. Okay, it's a match thing. It's like a match of energy. Like, and if we're talking energy, spirituality, we're saying this energy matches this energy perfectly. There are some people who are an emperor and they match a empress. Okay, there's a goddess level. And the only person who matches a goddess is a god. Somebody who knows his worth and knows exactly what they're doing. And then we have the queen and king level. And then we have the little boy and little girl level. There's levels to the game here, okay? There's guru levels, all of that. So the whole purpose is, what I'm telling y'all is, energy matches energy. You're not going to get somebody and like, when I was a queen, I was willing to submit to a king. You feel me? But I'm on a whole different level now. I'm on guru level. No, I'm not accepting anything less than what I deserve. You better come correct or don't come at all. Don't even play with me. And it's like, people don't understand. They're like, no, my man gonna be like, you've been doing too much. Sit down. Breathe for a little minute. People don't understand, like, I really feel like, and this is another thing about dating alpha woman. I'm going to tell y'all a true story. And this is how a lot of people, even when you hear like alpha men, they talk about like being with a woman who's like real independent and making her be submissive, who's like has to be a boss. Most black women, we have to be a boss. So stop saying that they're too masculine, they're too aggressive. No, you just don't know how to be a man. Because if you know how to be a man, you can make any woman submit if you are a man. Like, and that's not me coming for y'all. That's me. I'm tired of seeing this, hearing this narrative that most black women, they aggressive. or they got masculine energy. First of all, don't ever call an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo masculine energy because they are ruled by fire, and fire is a masculine energy. So I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay. But nah, y'all, for real, this is some real talk story. What I'm about to say to y'all is that, like, in actual reality, when you're really dealing with people and you're dealing with like an alpha woman, if you give an alpha woman a break, alpha male can give alpha woman a break for even a year. Let her sleep for 6 months, okay? Then she just figure out what the heck she want to do, or if he needs her to come off that bench, she gonna come off that bench ready to play ball. Like, it's gonna be on and popping. She's been running on her own for so long. Imagine if she get on a team that works right and correctly for her. Man, whew, y'all gonna take off. Like, whew, like you already there. She can get masculine to his time of break, like, and just run. But she need a break too, because all she already does it herself. Sometimes a woman just needs a break. And I tell people this, like, I use me for an example. I pray to God, it's like, listen, I need a break. I need to heal. I need some time to do. God's like, what do you need to do? I'm like, I need this, and that, da. The universe got it exactly the way I asked it, bro. Not a single thing different. Exactly to the T. Like, and then on top of that, God doubled it. The universe doubled what I would ask for. On God, like, literally. So, but our actual reality, I healed. And once I came up off my healing journey and, you know, I had to get back to smooth and grooving, I came back 100% better. I came back healed. I came back to where I needed to be at, where I was like, you know what? I'm tired. Something's off. I need to heal. Sometimes it takes time to do that. Like, I tell people all the time, like, bro, it took me, I'm still healing every day. You feel me? But for my best friend, it took me a very long time to heal for him. Like, I really miss him. Like, I miss him every day. Like, to this day, I still miss him. Some days I be mad. Some days I be happy. But most of the time I be like, I'm just like, wherever he at, man, I know he making somebody happy. Or he making somebody crazy. Because not a lot of people can take him. Like, he's like a person you gotta take like with a grain of salt. Like, he either mess with you or he don't. And he crazy. Like, so I like that. You feel me? Like, but that's neither here nor there. But make a long story short, like, it took me a time to heal. But when I healed, I came back 100% better. Like, I took time away. Like, I wasn't dating. I wasn't doing any of that. I really needed to heal my relationship area, family issues, my inner child. And I took that time out to really heal. Like, a lot of times you got to really take time out to really heal. Even heal conversations where you might have been talked down on. You need to go heal yourself there. Like, right there, no matter what age you are, heal yourself right there. So that way you'll learn how to speak and communicate right there. A lot of people don't understand that, but that is the real truth of, like, healing. Like, going in areas where you typically don't go and heal yourself so that way you can come out brighter. Because if you're healing yourself in the past, you should feel it today, in the future, and moving forward. Like, period. And so when I came out my healing journey, I was like, man, you know what? I'm ready. Like, I knew I was ready before. Like, I just really wanted to love. And it was like, I was willing to love anybody. Even if I was hurt, I wanted to teach them love. But like, now it's on a whole different oxtail. Like, I'm ready. I'm prepared. Like, what's up? What's up? Run up, follow love. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm ready. So if somebody wants to take off with me, baby, we in the go field. I already been on go mode, but I'm like super ready in my square to share my square now into a perfect circle. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, a lot of people don't understand that. Like, yes, so I was having a conversation with one of my guy friends, and I was telling him, I was like, listen, I was like, you need to find you a shorty who, like, you might can give a 5-minute break to. And people don't even understand that. Like, if you give an alpha woman, I had a 6-month break and I came back like 6 years in advance. Like, I was like, went from 6 months. I was probably like behind a lot of years. But once I did my healing, I was 6 months, 6 years in advance. Like, imagine if you even give a woman an alpha woman 5, or a goddess 5 minutes to just sleep. When she wakes up, it's on and popping. And I promise you that. Like, you will not lose anything. Like, I'm telling you, like, if you take care of your woman, she inevitably takes care of you. It's called a full circle. So I can't be with some guy who, like, yeah, your mama was a single parent, but you seen her doing everything, but you see me doing everything over here and you don't respect that. Like, yes, I have a child, a real one. Like, I ain't got no dog on them, but I got a real baby. And so when you're dealing with people who have children and you're dealing with women, even men, there are a lot of single men out here. So you got to understand something, like, women, if you want to date a man who's a single dad, like, you got to understand something. They're doing things on their own that usually, like, they get help with. They're bringing home the bread and dealing with a child. I don't mind him being with a dad who's a single dad. Like, what? What's up? You know what's going on here? Like, what we gonna do? We gonna remix this, or what's up? We gonna cook this crack or no? Not for real cooking crack. Y'all know black people make jokes about everything, but just in general, like, coming together, like, building this unity, building this house up, like, and it's not even like, hey, I'm being Bobby the Builder. There's like, okay, like, what we gonna do? Like, let's work out what we're gonna do. A lot of people don't do that. But I'm telling you, you can give your woman even a break, guys. If you with some girl or a woman, a goddess, a queen, an empress, give her a moment in life. Give her 3 months where she don't have to do nothing but sleep. Like, you know what? I don't want you to go to work for 3 months. I'm going to take care of everything. I just really want you to work on you. Because a lot of y'all, man, y'all do love women. And when y'all love somebody, y'all love them whether or not they hurt or not. But give this woman time to heal. And if you actually take that break off of her and give her time to heal, watch how beautiful she comes up. And how beautiful, like, your life starts to marinate into this circle, because y'all already in a unity. Imagine that this person is down on energy. You give this person time to recharge, heal, do the things they need to do to get their energy back and send the codes that they need to get sent. And you give them time to do that, and imagine them coming right back. It's a wonderful, beautiful thing. Like, people don't understand that. Like, yes, like, you just basically helped this woman grow. You gave her water to grow. You feel me? She is the earth. She is Mother Earth. But you gave her water to grow. Now, you gave her some time to grow. You gave her time to heal. Like, people don't understand, healing is very important. Sometimes you got to cry it out. There's nothing wrong with crying, whether you're a woman or man, whatever species you are, you know, because I got to say that. But whatever species you are, it is okay to sit down and take the time out to heal, because then inevitably you're healing your situation, you're healing your area, and then you're also healing you. But the more you heal your ancestors. The more you heal, if you decide to have kids, your kids won't be being passed down something that was not healed. It's a beautiful thing, guys. Like, I always tell people that, like, I'm inevitably in a space now to where I just remember when I got pregnant with my son, like, I was really in tune with, like, God. I was, like, really in my God conscious. And it was, like, real. Like, it was real. And I noticed, like, how angry I was. And then when my son be getting mad, he be that angry. I be like, you know what? I ain't even mad at you. I gotta let you get it out, because you was in me like that. So I can't be mad for real. And I'll be telling people, like, if I understand, like, your frustration, I can't be mad at you. Like, and I'm a real person when I say that, because sometimes I be real with it. I don't know. I love me for real, because I just see things from both point of views. Like, I can see yours, I can see mine. But at the same time, if you don't take your time out to see my point of view, I don't even want to deal with it. Okay? Like, that's just where I'm on. No disrespect, no hard feelings, but if you cannot see my point of view, then I'm not going to take my time out to see your point of view. And that's no disrespect to you. That's just more inevitably saying, like, hey, it is what it is. But the one thing I do respect is about like me. Like I really love, like I can't help that I love guys. But y'all gotta start inevitably like giving time for people to heal. I always tell people that like if you're not healed, don't come to me. And if you don't like people that's like really about love, really don't come over here. Cause I wake up happy on purpose. When I go through situations where people feel like, oh, you know what, you're going through this issue right here. Like you really should be terrified right now, but you over here laughing and giggling. I'm like, bruh, I don't have time for that. Like whether I'm not gonna spend my moment being mad, upset about anything. Well, I got about 2 seconds and I'm done. Like, you know what? You kind of made me mad today. And I always like, people be like, man, you be doing this joke. I don't know if you for real. No, bro, you did make me mad. And that ain't besides the point. But I kind of don't really want to be stuck on this bad part. Like, I forgive you already, bro. I love you. Like, I'm over it. Like, I just don't care. But actually, I do. But I don't care to a point where I'm like, okay, to like release it and let it go. Like, I'm just not that type of person to like dwell on things longer than what needs to be dwelled on for real. And so I'm like on a level where I'm like, I'm happy. Like I don't have to return the same energy you give me. I've always been on that level, but it's more now like, it's more like I'm going to check you first. It's not even like checking you. It's like, don't play with me. You going to know not to play with me, but I'm going to do it with love. Like, I don't like the way you spoke to me. You can't keep talking to me like that. What is wrong with you? Why would you talk to me like that? Would you talk to God like that? No. Okay, then why are you talking to me like that? You don't know God using me as an instrument to show you what you doing wrong to people? Oh, yeah, okay. Hush your mouth. Because maybe you're used to doing this to people all the time, and that's the reason why you feel like you can do it to me, but yet you feel like you doing these things that it's justifiable, but it's not. Okay, it's really not. So I always tell people like, you know, like, I don't know, I'll be in my moment, in my era for real, like where I'm able to stand up and speak up. I remember like recently, I've been going through a thing where like people will say something to me. I'm like, nah, that ain't me. It's like, I'm telling y'all, it's kind of like somebody trying to throw a storm on you. Like, nah, that ain't me. I ain't accepting anything less than what I deserve. And I've been on that no matter what. Like, this lady was like, you confused. I said, nah, I ain't confused. The problem is that people like to hide behind what they really want to say. So what they really do is try to confuse people instead of really saying what they want to say. And then she looked at me. I said, right, like, I don't have time for that. I'm not no child. Like, I don't know who you think you talking to, but you ain't talking to me. I'm straight direct. I do not care. It is what it is. I'm going to feel the way I'm going to feel, and you're going to feel the way you're going to feel. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm going to respect you a little bit more if you keep it real. Like, at the end of the day. I don't know, guys. I guess this was like a rant of like everything, but I'm really trying to explain some things to y'all, like even when it comes down to like relationships, like y'all need to learn how to like be open and honest about what you really want. Because people all the time, they'd be like, oh, I really want to. And this is crazy. Because I dated a guy and I only gave him my number because he said that he was serious. He wanted somebody serious. But when talking to him, I realized he was just being a hoe. Okay. And I'm like, okay, well, that's weird. Like, which means to me is that his spirit really wants that, but his physical body is taking over. And it's like, he's so used to being toxic and saying it's the women and them accepting that and them accepting him giving he giving himself to women 10%. I can't accept 10% if I'm giving out 100 ever. Not one bit. I'm cool. I'm done with it. Like, I'm like over that era where it's like, okay, you playing. I'm not finna participate in your plan. You do what you gonna do, and I'm gonna continue to do what I do. And that's just that. It ain't no disrespect. It's more respect because I'm able to tell you what I want and what I don't want. And so I'm happy to articulate that. Like, you know what? To be honest with you, I'm cool on you. Don't hit me up no more. Like, and if I took you off pages, I took you off pages for a reason, because obviously you thought it was a game. Like, I'm not about to be friends with no man who's not my man. Period. Whoever get me gonna hit the lottery 3 times, okay? Like, no. Like, you feel me? Yes, I have a few guy friends. Like, I real live love. Like, yes, those are probably the only people I will still speak with after I get my man. Other than that, because they are considered like a really good friend. Like, other than that, like, no, baby, if I know you even a hint, like, no, ma'am. No, sir. I'm not going there. Like, no, like, I'm at a level in an era to where I'm like, I'm here and you there. I have a respect. I know when I have a job to do and I have an obligation, I do my job pretty, very perfectly. I do my job really perfectly good. And it's like, hey, I accept my mission. Did you? Like, I'm telling y'all, and then it's like, I just been getting this like a little burst of just the universe energy, just like, hey, I'm so happy. I'm so gratitude about you. Like, it's really weird. Like, I just been getting like a lot of love right now. I ain't gonna lie and say I ain't, okay? Because I've been getting a lot of love lately. I've been getting like a lot of love when people just telling me like, you know what, I love you. Like, you just don't understand like why I love you. Like, you brought in my life. You brought so much joy and light. Like, I can't even lie to you. Like, even the little bit of conversations that I have with you brought me so much joy. Like, there's not that many women who talk on the level that you talk on ever. Like, you can have a conversation. You're a woman who can have a conversation about anything. Most women don't even know how to do that. They don't even know how to hold a conversation outside a text message. But you be up here laughing and giggling, like making it rumble. And I'm like, well, you shouldn't be dealing with any woman who's not giving you that. You got to find you a you. And I'm just not the you for you. But, you know, like, it's all love. Like, I'm glad I was able to bring light and show and get you to open your heart up into light. Because a lot of people, they'll play games with you until you say, time out, I quit. I'm not even playing this game with you. I never was playing. So the fact that you thought I was, which will make it so that when you realize I was never playing games, you cannot come back. Because you thought I was playing games and I was not playing games, but you can't come back because you thought I was playing games. And this ain't that, okay? But guys, I ain't finna talk y'all head off. I just had to come on here and talk to y'all real quick because it's like this solar eclipse energy, and it's really like bringing up like relationships, people who really secretly love you. Are you finna be attached to this? Are you, for my Capricorn, my cardinal signs, Capricorn, Libra, Aries, and Cancer, is really about really letting go of things that no longer are serving you in relationships. Like, what do you really want? The universe is really forcing this out. I'm telling you, I have people hitting me up that I ain't heard from, even over the past Mercury retrograde, ain't heard from them. It's like, really like, let it go. Like, I'm telling y'all, like, man, I prayed a particular prayer and I ain't had a person hit me up. I'm like, yes. Thank you for hearing my prayer. But guys, it's really about just being honest and just telling, like, where do you want to be at with relationships? Where do you want to be in any relationships? I ain't even tolerating certain family members talking to me crazy. Like, who are you talking to? I'm just not dealing with it anymore. That's just not where I'm at in life. That's not where I want to be at in life. And it's like where I want to be at in a different higher oxtail. Like, I'm on this path of love. So I want to be on love and I want to stick to there, and I want to be around people who really appreciate the love that I give, and I appreciate the love that they give, and it's equally give and take. So it's like, I can't deal with anything less than that. And so I have to respect that with myself. And I love me for really dedicating that time to really articulate that and really get that out and not feel bad if this person is sad because I have to leave their life. I have to leave your life because you didn't appreciate me. So I got to go because this is not where I'm supposed to be at. And I love the people who love me. I'm telling you, I really love the people who love me like right now, because they really love it on me. Okay. And I love them back. And it's a beautiful thing to be in an energy exchange, even with people, conversations where people like respect your conversation and respect like what you have to say, whether or not it's hard or not, they still respect it. And so I'm a person where if you're having a conversation with me, you're telling me some real, even if I might not like what you're going to say, but I still respect it because I might think about it later. At that moment, I might be mad as hell you said it, but I'm still going to think about it later and be okay with it. And that's fine. And so I really appreciate the people who really love on me. So if you hear this and you know that you be loving on me and I'll be loving on you back, just know I love y'all. Like, and this is not like intimately, guys, because this girl's celibate. But at the end of the day, but I'm really talking about just like friends, family, like, you feel me? Like, they really be loving on me. Like, they love me regardless. And they really be loving on me in my love language. And I love them back in theirs. And so that's the thing I'm talking about, is the appreciation. But make sure you take your time out to really, tap in, tune in. Tell me how you feel about this episode. Just know, like, if it ain't hit you now, it will hit you in a few days. Okay. But all right, guys, I'm going to get off here. I ain't going to hold y'all up too much longer. But thanks for tuning in to the Pretty Red ENT show. I'm going to try to come on here and do like an energy update for y'all to let y'all know. 15 on the clock, if that's for somebody. I'm going to come on here and let y'all know like what's really going on, and tell me how y'all like really feel about the episode. But most importantly, make sure y'all go show my love page my web page some love at the prettyredent.podbean.com. Tell me how you feel about the episode, or hit me up on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media platform you have, y'all. Let me know how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell me, does it resonate, or tell me, do you understand? Like, just give me a little thing like, hey, I felt that. I have a lot of people that hit me up on Snapchat like, I felt that. Like, you all over here my business. Like, it's all right. That's a collective, that's a universal energy. Imagine you being on one conscious with the universe. And so that means like you're experiencing the same thing that most people are on the universe. That means you're at least doing something right, that you're on the same universal conscious, that the message that I give, that you can even understand it. So you got to give yourself some credit, okay? Anything that's due. But guys, thank you for always tuning in. I love y'all, love y'all, love y'all, love you, love you. Nobody told you they love you today. Just know that Goddess Nikita, she loves you today, okay? But I got to sign now. I love y'all. Thanks for listening to the Pretty Red ENT show.